CIET NCERT presents audiobook Khel Yatra, textbook of physical education and well-being for grade 7.
Unit 1 Foundational Basis of Physical Education and Well-being. Page number 7. On the left side of the page, you will find a QR code. Scanning the QR code will take you to the additional resources about this chapter. There's a picture of some children playing a regional traditional game at the top right corner of the page. This unit highlights the connection between physical activity and personal growth, emphasizing fitness, mental resilience, teamwork, and the importance of safety rules. Students will develop motivation, courage, and discipline to take on physical challenges, track their progress, and stay committed to self-improvement. They will also learn to recognize and report bullying, mental health concerns, and inappropriate behavior, helping to create a safe and respectful environment. Page number 8. The Ball Progression Game. The ball progression game is a fun and engaging activity that helps in improving coordination, teamwork, and ball handling abilities. It challenges us to work together as we progress along a series of markers while passing the ball back and forth. Warm-up, wrist rotation, hip circles. Skill, the ball progression game. Cool down, slow or static stretching. Circle time, feel the muscle. How to play. Draw a rectangle measuring 20 by 10 meters on the playground. Place markers at regular intervals from the center line of the rectangle. Divide the students into pairs. 3 pairs will play at a time, while the other pairs stand on the markers behind the end line. Each pair stands facing one another at the marker nearest to the center line. The ball is passed to a partner by the student holding it. The partner catches the ball and throws it back. Page number 9. There's a picture of some children playing the ball progression game and passing the ball back and forth. Following a well-executed catch and pass, both students move on to the second marker. After every throw and catch, the students will move in direction of the marker. When a pair reaches the final marker, the students pass the ball to the next pair. The game keeps going until each pair gets their turn. Page number 10. Circle time. Feel the muscle. Stand in a circle and take a throwing stance. Feel your own muscles in the legs that are tight and soft by gently touching them. Ask your teacher about the name of the muscle and write it down. You can also perform this activity in pairs and ask your partner to identify the muscles which tighten while performing an action. Note for the teacher. Encourage students to observe and identify the forearm and other muscles during the activity, emphasizing awareness and respect for personal boundaries while fostering gender sensitivity. Pop-up. Did you feel the different muscles in your upper and lower body while throwing and receiving the ball? Page number 11. Ghorpadiche Shiput. Ghorpadiche Shiput is a thrilling and enjoyable approach to improve cooperation and physical capabilities. Get ready to run with the Ghorpad, also known as Gho and Ghoira. There's a table in the middle of the page. Warm-up, side walk, back walks, jogging drills. Skill, Ghorpadiche Shiput. Cool down, single leg knee hugs, double leg knee hugs. Circle time, working together. How to play. Students will be divided into groups of 5 to 8 students each. Each team lines up, holding the person in front of them by the waist to form a Ghorpad. Draw boundaries for the play area with the cones or markers. One team's head, the position at the front of the line, must be in contact with other team's tail, the student at the back of the line, without letting their own tail getting touched. Teams start moving together at the teacher's signal, with the heads attempting to touch the tail of other teams. Students need to maintain communication and unity within their teams. Page 12. There's a picture of some children playing Ghorpadiche Shiput along with their sports teacher. When a team's head successfully touches another team's tail, they score a point. Students can choose to keep playing without resetting their positions when a point is scored. The game will be played for a set duration of time, let's say 10 minutes. The team with the most points at the end of the given time frame wins. Page 13. There is a picture of some children playing Ghorpatiche Sheput and standing in lines with their teams. Circle time, working together. Ghorpatiche Sheput is about moving together and moving fast. Discuss what helped you move fast and better. Have you seen a centipede, Kanchala? Observe how it moves its legs. How would you move your legs together to move fast? Discuss how Marathi warrior Tanaji Malusare used Ghorpad to win the castle. Pop-up. In a team game, coordinated movements help you achieve better results. Page 14. Nalugu Raluata. Nalugu Raluata is a traditional Indian game popular in southern regions, especially in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. The name means 4 stones game. Played by 5 participants, this game involves strategic movement and teamwork to avoid being caught by the denner while collecting stones. There's a table in the middle of a page. Warm-up. Leg stretches, ankle rotations, arm swings, alternate toe raise. Skill. Nalugu Raluata. Cool down, quadriceps stretch, forearm stretches, wrist flexors and extensors, stretching. Cool down, quadriceps stretch, forearm stretches, wrist flexors and extensor stretching. Circle time, growing mentally strong. How to play. Draw the court as shown in the given figure, having boxes and a path. Place 4 stones right at the center of the path. 4 students take their positions inside their respective boxes and 4 stones are placed at the center of the path as shown in the figure. The 5th person will be the denner. There's a picture in the rightmost corner at the bottom of the page showing how the court has to be formed. Page number 15. There's a picture at the top of this page of some children playing Nalugu Raluata. At the bottom of the page, there's another picture of the same children playing the game, jumping around, enjoying, and playing the game Nalugu Raluata. Page number 16. The objective of the students is to pick up the stones without being caught by the denner, who cannot enter the boxes but can move in this path. Students can collaborate or act independently to pick up the stones and distribute them amongst each other, with each student ultimately having 1 stone. Once all students have their stones, they ask the denner to choose either Gumpu, group, or Chuttu, circling. If the denner chooses Gumpu, all students gather in one selected box with their stones. If the denner chooses Gumpu, all students gather in one selected box with their stones. If the denner chooses Chuttu, each student must make 3 rounds around the boxes and return to their original positions while avoiding the denner's touch. Students are out if they are touched by the denner while moving between boxes. The game continues until one student is out. Circle time. Growing mentally stronger. Discuss with your classmates who all had their fear of being caught while crossing the boxes. How did you handle the fear of being caught, failure, or being eliminated from the game? Pop-up. Focus on learning new skills and process of playing the game, and not on the outcome of the game. This will help you grow mentally strong. Page number 17. Gidada Gudkavan is a traditional Indian game that replicates a chase between hawk, Gidada, and chicken, Gudkavan. The game, popular in rural areas, encourages agility, teamwork, and strategy, as the hawk tries to tag the chickens, while the mother hen leads the chickens to safety. This fast-paced game has been passed down through generations as an exciting and playful way to stay active. In the middle of the page, there's a table, warm-up, shoulder rotation, side lunges, arm swings. Skill, Gidada Gudkavan. Cool down, quadriceps stretch, overhead arm stretches. Circle time, working for each other. How to play. Choose one student to be the hawk, Gidada. while the rest of the students, mixed genders, are chickens. Good Kavan, the chickens line up behind a ladder. Choose one student to be the hawk. Geethada, while the rest of the students, mixed gender, are chickens. Good Kavan, the chickens line up behind a leader, the mother hen. The hawk's goal is to tag the chickens, symbolizing catching its prey. The mother hen's role is to protect the chickens by leading them away from the hawk's attempts to tag them. The chicken holds on to each other's waists, forming a chain behind the mother hen. The hawk tries to tag the last chicken in line while avoiding being blocked by the mother hen, who tries to shield her brood. Page 18. The game continues until all chickens are tagged or the hawk gives up. Once a chicken is tagged, they are out of the game. The last remaining chicken becomes the next hawk. Encourage students to stay focused, move quickly, and use strategy to avoid being tagged. There's a picture in the middle of the page showing children playing Geethada Good Kavan. Circle time, working for each other. What role did you play in saving the last chicken from the hawk? Discuss how students of different genders and abilities will strategize to save the chicken. Pop-up. Winning as a team is far more important than achieving individual milestones and performance goals. Page number 19. Stand up, speak out. Stand up, speak out, or bully role play is an effective activity for learning about effects of bullying, identifying its various forms, and practicing suitable reactions. Students may explore various viewpoints, those of the bully, the target, and the bystanders. Students may explore various viewpoints, those of the bully, the target, and the bystanders, through role play and learn appropriate responses in practical scenarios. In the middle of the page, there's a table, warm-up, sideward bending and skipping jumps, hip and pelvic muscle stretch, skill, stand up and speak out, cool down, arm swinging, shoulder shrug, hamstring stretch, calf stretch, circle time, treating each other well, effects of bullying. How to play. Divide the students into two teams. Students will be playing Kho-Kho. Teacher will secretly assign roles to 4 students from the team, who will not share their roles with other students. Point number 1. Bully. The one doing acts of bullying. Bully will deliberately tease other students by different names, or push them or display anger. Page number 20. Point 2. The target, or the victim of bullying. The target, while knowing that the bully is not doing this on purpose, acts as if they are a victim. Point number 3. Bystanders. Bystanders are individuals who observe bullying but do not do anything, and some of them join the bully in harassing the victim. Point number 4. An upstander is a bystander who chooses to take an action. Point number 4. An upstander is a bystander who chooses to take action and confront the bully. Point number 5. After the game, the students will discuss the act of bullying during the circle time. There's a picture at the bottom of the page where we can see children are playing Kho-Kho, and one child is acting like a bully and the other one is acting like a victim. Page number 21. Circle time, treating each other well. Discuss the following questions while sitting in a circle. If you were bullied, how would you feel? Why does somebody engage in bullying? What did the bystanders do? And how did their actions affect the situation? What could have been done differently to prevent or stop bullying? Pop-up. Treat other the way you want to be treated. Treating others well will make you happy. Page number 22. Harassment Prevention Skit. Harassment Prevention Skit is to build students' confidence in handling difficult situations and to promote a culture of respect and safety. Harassing anyone physically, mentally, or emotionally can lead to serious repercussions for both the victim and the harasser. Through this activity, we will learn how to eliminate this harmful act from our society. There is a table in the middle of the page. Warm up. Exercise of facial expression, manifesting or depicting anger, happiness, pain, pleasure, and anxiety. Skill. Harassment Prevention Skit. Cool down. Deep breathing exercise to control anger and anxiety. Circle time. Treating each other well. How to play. Make groups of 7 to 8 students. Prepare a set of scenarios that can include situations like someone making uncomfortable, which has sexual undertones, comments, inappropriate touching, poking, or peer pressure as per the POSCO Act. Assign different roles to different students in each scenario, such as the perpetrator, offender, and the victim. Page number 23. Describe the objective of the role-playing exercise. Explain that it is to show the harassment as per the understanding of the students. Students enact the scenarios according to the roles they have been assigned. Encourage them to share their thoughts and feelings about each scenario. There's a picture at the middle of the page where some children are enacting the harassment skit. Circle time. Discussion about the harassment prevention. Discuss on the following topics while sitting in a circle. What was challenging about responding to the situation? How would you handle a similar situation in real life? Page number 24. Note for the teacher. Please read the prevention of sexual harassment under the POCSO Act before conducting this activity. Teacher must provide different scenarios to the group of 7 to 8 students and ask them to prepare a different skit. Ensure that all of the possibilities in the role plays are hypothetical and that this is a safe place for learning. Be sensitive and prepare a skit in such a manner that students can share their feelings openly. Identify the good touch and bad touch. Also make students aware of where to report such incidents and seek help. Pop-up. Sexual harassment is a punishable offense. It can lead to severe legal punishments. Page number 25. Self-assessment. Read the statement and tick the most suitable answer for you. Safety on the ground. There's a table on the page. Point number 1. I think the game could be safer. Point 2. Some games are safer than others. Point number 3. Most of the games are safe. Point 4. All the games are safe. Point 5. If the games are not safe, we can change them to make them safe. Caring attitude. There's a table on the page. Point number 1. I like to play alone. Point number 2. Sometimes I like to play with my classmates. Point number 3. I like to play in the group most of the time. Point number 4. I always like to play in a group. Point number 5. I like playing in a group because I can understand the benefits of playing with others. Understand bullying. There's a table on the page. Point number 1. Bullying does not happen around me. Point number 2. Bullying happens around me and I am able to identify bullying. Point number 3. I am able to identify bullying and I speak up when it happens. Point number 4. I am able to identify bullying and sympathize with the victim. Point number 5. I am able to stand against bullying if it happens around me. Page number 26. Understand harassment. There's a table on the page. Point number 1. Harassment does not happen around me. Point number 2. Harassment happens and I am able to identify it. Point number 3. I am able to identify harassment and I speak up when it happens. Point number 4. I am able to identify harassment and sympathize with the victim. Point number 5. I am able to stand against harassment if it happens around me. Emotional control. There's a table on the page. Point number 1. I find it difficult to control my emotions. Point number 2. I get frustrated only when things are not going my way. Point number 3. Occasionally I lose control and get frustrated, but I recover very soon. Point number 4. I am able to stay calm during the game. Point number 5. I am able to stay calm and help others to calm down. Unit 1 ends here.
Khel Yatra. You were just listening to this audiobook. Textbook of Physical Education and Well-being for Grade 7. Narration: Mansi Chauhan. Sound recordist: Virendra Rawat. Production assistant: Mohammad Shamim Khan. Directed and produced by Vimalesh Chaudhary. This audiobook is brought to you by CIET NCERT, New Delhi, India.